rivalry game. For many schools and fans, it's days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Army Black Knights, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Falcons will put total record to crank us up. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Finds Zach Reese, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The cadets here doing their best impressions of a jet engine right on takeoff. Listen to this place. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Fullback's got it. And some room to work. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
The fullback. This takes me back to my days growing up, watching the fullback being on the field every single play. You don't see that anymore, but the big fella gets the football. Hey, he looks like he knew what to do with it, too. Nice little pickup, little agility, little...
Turning it on! Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Run it with the fullback. Got the 1st down and more. Wide open space. Touchdown, Air Force. He got loose, and it was lights out PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
And the Black Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Give to the fullback. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The Black Knights come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Across the 45. Getting up close to midfield. Gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds.
Just a simple play. Get the speedster on the edge. Get the edge. Block it up really well. And then let the running back do the rest. But I do like the finish from the defense. Listen, you gave up a big play. At least hit him as he goes out of bounds. Take a chunk out of him. Make the game physical. Make him pay for that run he just gave to you.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
The loudest jet you can think of has nothing on this crowd as they try to help the Falcons on 3rd down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout on.
And the Black Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Rides the back on the option, the give. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. Black Knights will go for it here on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Man, when you're in plus territory on 4th and 1, I don't think the quarterback was ever thinking about coming off the field.
I wouldn't be surprised if the QB convinced the coach to go ahead and do it from the way it looked.
100%. That's coach. We got this. Absolutely. We want more points. We got to go for it. I believe in my guys. The players always try to go for it.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And you could tell the QB found a matchup he liked, and that was a tight end running that 7 route or that corner route, trying to make a play, trying to give him the football, but really, really nice coverage on the back end. Not letting that big fella get his body on him and post him up. Doing a good job getting his hand on the football, swatting it to the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down.
Man, interesting play call on 3rd and long. I think we're thinking pass and which matchup do they try to exploit, and they try to sneak a run in there, and the play's fine. I mean, they run the option very unsuccessfully, small gain, and now we got 4th down.
And the Black Knights will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. Fair catch will be made just inside his own 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9. Play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Give to the fullback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And the Falcons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Release to the back. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Army! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
And he puts through the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Snagged in the middle. It's Roberson. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those.
There he goes! And he's brought down after a nice game. The Falcons are moving quickly down the field. Give to the big fullback. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. 2nd down, he'll throw it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And the Falcons will have it 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll go to the fullback. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Falcons.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
So now it's second and long. They send the tight end in motion. From the gun, the ground game. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's third down.
The Cadets here doing their best impressions of a jet engine right on takeoff. Listen to this place. They'll run the toss. Got the first down and still on his feet. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Here's the pressure. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced the punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
They booted away on fourth down. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. To be in a big rush, they have some time here late in the half. The give to the fullback. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Yeah, and this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Might be calling a hot route. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The big fullback's got it. Running to Green. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Sticks it in his belly. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, the fullback helping out his offense here, running the football. Nice job finding the hole and getting upfield. Takes a lot to bring this guy down.
And the Falcons in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
That's why this guy's a good, strong safety. You've got to be able to affect the running game. You've got to be able to play in the box close to the line of scrimmage and make tackles. That time, good stop on the fullback.
The Falcons pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Roberson. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
They'll power it inside with the fullback. Picks up the first down, still moving. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles, and he helps his offense out.
Give to the fullback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll immediately call timeout. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll move the tight end. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Touchdown Air Force! Fit it in the window for the score.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point was good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. The Black Knights will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. To give to the big fullback. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got the quick pass. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
And the Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Handoff to the fullback. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Looking left. Wide open downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Grabbed behind the line. It's Harris. Touchdown, Falcons! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right hooks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
See, not all linebackers are just big meatheads, right? They come downhill and hit you in the mouth. What a good job of understanding. It's a passing situation. I drop back. I see it. I break on the football in zone coverage. Give me that rock.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. On the move. Slithers into space. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Air Force. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. And it's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Looking downfield, it's Coleman. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's short. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
On the option. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
And the Black Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this rep.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Motion from the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's short. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Yeah, and we talk about tackling as a defense all the time. 3rd down, money down. They catch the football. Nice job breaking on it, getting them on the ground, and not allowing any yards after the catch.
The Black Knights send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Fullback's got it. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Picks up 4. Second down coming up.
After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. Run it with the fullback. Oh, he's got some space. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's brought down at the 35. Brings up.
Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Smith. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Did they lose track of the downs? The punt team is on the field, and it's 3rd down. We've got a timeout from the kicking team.
Timeout, Air Force.
Now on 3rd down for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Falcons decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further, signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Sends it back in motion. A designed run for the quarterback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
You want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Motion from the wideout. Now on the option. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a 1st down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
And the Black Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Using his feet. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Okay, on the play. It's third down.
It'll be 3rd and long. He'll take it himself. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Brings up 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Here comes the heat. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. The give to the fullback. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. turning it on. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38, and the running game doing work.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
They want to run this quarterback. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth-quarter game.
They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll leave it with him. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. There he goes. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
Quarterback keeper. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, it was not a good day.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Black Knights, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together.
Check. White, red 54.
Quarterback will keep it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.